Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so the first question is, what year were you born?
That's 1987.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long? So you were born in Taiwan.
In Taiwan.
Right, and your
Yeah.
family, are they from Taiwan originally?
Yes. But that's a complicated story. My mom's side is, and my grandfather was from mainland China after World War II. And my dad was born in Taiwan. And I was born in Taiwan. So
but your
depends
grandfather's from China.
Yes.
So did your mom speak Chinese?
My mom speak Taiwanese and Chinese. My dad speak Mandarin. it's fairly complicated.
Yeah. So did you grow up speaking mainly
I speak
both? Or
I speak
really?
both.
Both fluently?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Or I understand. I don't use Taiwanese that often now because there's not a lot of people to talk to. So, but I understand perfectly.
Both.
When I was little, I'm fluent in both. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You're fluent in two languages.
Yeah. So it really depends on the definition, because if you can say both my parents are from Taiwan. That's from the U.S. definition. But
but the
from
culture
the
is
culture, it's kind of both.
It's more complicated.
It's more complicated. Yes.
So where were you born in Taiwan?
In Taipei. But I moved to Tainan, where my parents work right away. So on my ID, place of birth, it shows Taipei. But I actually grew up in Tainan. Tainan is the southern part. Yeah.
What? Because I don't know anything about Taiwan.
Yeah.
What does Taipei? Is it like a big city?
Yeah,
or like
Taipei is a capital.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Taipei is a very big city. Yeah, it's compared. Big city in Asia is like Tokyo, Taipei, Beijing. Shanghai. You can name a few. Hong Kong. Yeah.
Big.
Taipei is one of them. Really big. Very crowded. It's like the New York in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How long did you live in Taipei for? You said.
I honestly don't have memory for Taipei.
Oh, so you were like little.
Yeah, yeah. But I visited because my grandparents live in Taipei. Yeah, so I visited quite often, like once a few years. Yeah.
And where you lived for most of your life in Taiwan, what
Tainan.
did that look like?
Tainan. In fact, it's like Santa Barbara.
Really?
Vibe. It's like Santa Barbara. Small town, probably 300,000. 300,000. 300,000. It's a small-ish, 300,000. It's not considered a big city. And then low-key, there's a lot of historical site. Laid back, yeah. And like more closer.
More easygoing.
Easygoing, yeah. Not very busy, buzzy, yeah. So it's very similar vibes.
Okay, one of the questions is, in what kind of neighborhood did you grow up in?
So...
Like, was it like super, like you were close to your neighbors, like...
Yeah,
or
we
were you
live
more
in
spaced
apartments.
out?
No, in Taiwanese culture, it's very difficult to live very spaced out because the population density is very high. So apartments are more common. So I live in apartments. Yeah. Did
you have any siblings?
No, I don't have siblings.
Just you?
Yeah, just me. Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of values, this is like an important question,
okay.
But what kind of values did your parents instill? So obviously you guys lived in an apartment, kind of a laid back community. Did any of that like influence kind of the values that they instilled in you?
Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, this is how it gets personal, but that's okay.
Feel free.
We
feel
moved.
free to skip any questions.
Yeah, no. This is why I said yeah. You can say my story on the website, but if you identify me, I'll feel a little strange.
Yeah.
It won't really hurt anybody, but just strange.
Yeah.
So we moved from Tainan County to the city. So the county is different than the U.S. U.S. the suburb is more laid back, and the urban is more rough. But in a lot of countries, it's opposite.
Oh, really?
The inner city is considered prosper and more highly educated, and the suburb are considered industrial. So I lived in the more industrialized part. And it's obvious because like my friends in elementary school from first grade to fourth grade,
Mm-hmm.
they are more rough, and you can just tell,
Mm.
like
Like in what way do you mean
get
rough?
into fights
Mm.
easier, get more physical,
Mm-hmm.
and probably care less about education.
Mm.
You know, it's just and it's just a statement. There's
Mhm.
no any other meaning. Just their parents' occupations are more maybe labor intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and maybe they just have small businesses and they just grow up in the business.
Yeah, they gotta work hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Like it's kind of like they work for their parents, what their parents do.
Yes. So, I'm not saying anything bad about that.
Yeah,
It's just a
it's just
different
different.
culture,
Mhm.
different culture, and then so, and then I moved the fifth grade. It's a huge culture shock. I moved to the city, and the city is considered more prosper. And all my friends, even how we handle things and talk are different, right? Like in first to fourth grade, in our recess, we play, like we throw balls at each other, like the volleyballs. We just play sports, and then in fifth grade we play chess.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's different culture. You know, it's different
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
And even occupation for your parents are different. Now I moved to the city.
Mm-hmm.
Their parents are businessmen, right?
Mhm.
And teachers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
More.
they talk about different things, and it's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you moved in fifth grade?
Yeah.
And then how long did you stay in?
I stayed there for middle school and high school, so 8 years. And
That's a long time.
And then I moved to Taipei for college. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did your parents do for a living?
They are teachers.
They're teachers.
Yeah, professors. Yeah.
Oh, did that at all influence what you?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I honestly think family has a big influence.
Really?
I don't know about you. Yeah.
Yeah,
At least to
no.
me,
For me
family
too.
it does. Yeah.
So in Taiwanese, like in culture, is it like common for adults to like, or for parents to influence their kids
I think it's
in
common.
there?
I think it's common.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a cultural difference. I think Americans value more independence. Yeah, you have to make your own decision. Your parent cannot decide for you. But I think in more Asian culture, it is more common, and people won't criticize that. Although sometimes it's a little, well, this is just that way, a little like reluctant-ish, but also still consider them as a norm or good-ish influence. Yeah.
Yeah, because they want what's best for you.
Yeah,
ultimately.
yes.
But
Yeah, it's just
But
different
America,
way.
you kind of like find your own way,
Yes.
and the parents are a little more hands off.
Yeah.
This is kind of a fun question, but what was your favorite food, and who usually prepared it? Or if you don't have one, you can.
Yeah,
skip that
I like the oyster pancake. So we
Oh.
live like 30 minutes to the ocean. I love the ocean. I grew up in the ocean. It's like Santa Barbara. So in fact, my hometown is just like another Santa Barbara. So we can just ride scooter, moped, 20, 30 minutes. It's the ocean, and they grow oysters, so you can
It's all
just
fresh.
yeah, and then you can just have them. It's street vendors.
Yeah,
it's really good.
very
It's
cool.
not like 5-star restaurant, but
But
it's
like,
just good
but
memory.
street
Yeah.
vendors are so
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
and they normally have good food for pretty cheap. Huh?
It's fresh. It's like they caught it right away. They prepare in front of it.
Is it so? Taiwan has like a very big street culture or street food culture.
It does. It does. Yeah, totally. 100%.
Is that what you kind of grew up eating more than like? Did your parents like to cook, or was it more
my mom
like?
cook every day.
Really?
Yeah.
She was a good cook.
She's a good cook. Yeah.
What kind of things did she eat?
Just really regular Chinese food. And the Taiwanese flavor, you can write this in your report. The Taiwanese food flavor is more sweet. For example, certain part of mainland China is very spicy. Taiwanese food are not spicy at all. It is sweet and tiny bit, not sour, sweet. Yeah.
Like what kind of things?
So for example, in a lot, like chow mein, people will add a little sugar.
Oh, interesting.
A little sugar on everything, and soup, and egg and noodle soup, sometimes the egg soup.
Yeah.
You just add a little sugar, so it tastes sweety for
I didn't know
for
that.
everything. Yeah, so that's Taiwanese
Wow.
food culture. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think my mom. Yeah.
What did she like to make? Soups, or like what did you have a favorite thing that she used to make?
Everything, and she had stewed pork, salted vegetable like cabbage, salted cabbage. Yeah, it's not something fancy, but
Mhm.
it's good. Yeah.
It's just like a home cooked meal is
Yeah,
always
home cooked
better.
meal. Yeah.
Do you like to cook? Or did you like to
No.
cook with your mom when you were younger?
We learned because in school we have homework that we have to cook
Really?
with our family. Yeah.
For like what grades?
For a lot of grades, we have it's like summer assignment. No one really
Really?
checks that, but they just make sure you have stuff to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I don't think,
Yeah.
at least not in my school, we didn't have
Okay.
anything like
Yeah.
that. Let's see. So what did your family do? How do you, okay, so we kind of talked about it, but how do you think like your parents being teachers, how do you think that influenced you being a professor?
They just stress more about knowledge, right? We think, at least my family, think knowledge is very important. They want me to study more.
Mm-hmm. Did
Right.
they care what kind of thing you studied?
Probably not as much,
Mhm.
but at least a college degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Minimal. And no one will even celebrate I graduate college. Like my
They kind
college.
of just expected it?
Yeah, like my
Wow.
college graduation, they asked me, "Do we want to go?" I said, "No, don't come."
Really?
Well, I don't care. They don't care. I don't care because
Hmm.
in our mind, that's just that's
It's
just
kind of expected.
yeah. You
for
have
you
to. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
so,
did you major in college?
biology.
Oh,
It's called life
yay!
science. Yes.
I know a little about that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm.
What made you specifically want to be a professor in biology?
No, you know what? I didn't.
Did you want to be, or
I
was it
didn't.
just
I didn't
like,
really want to be. It's just like I
you
study
kinda just
more.
rolled
It
into
kind of
it?
roll into it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah.
One of the questions is, what was a normal day just a normal day for you at like 10 to 15 years old?
10
If you
to
can think back that far.
15, that's about 6th grade.
6th grade. Mm-hmm.
I didn't like my middle school actually.
Mm-hmm.
My middle school focused too much on academic.
Too much?
They
you think?
make you study too much. I didn't like it.
Like how many
like
hours did you put in
long
studying?
school hours.
Really?
We have to get to school at 8 o'clock. We
Mhm.
finish at 5.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a lot of work.
That's a full-time job.
I hated it. In my high school, we finished at 4. It's like my high school is so much easier than
4 is still pretty late
4.
though.
Yeah, but
But it's better than 5.
It's better than 5.
Especially
yeah.
as a little kid. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I didn't like it. Yeah. So skip my middle school. That's silly. I think people study too much.
Mhm.
And then elementary school was good. A good group of friends. Really good memory actually.
Mm-hmm.
We just finished school around 4. Again,
Oh,
not
so-
and then just walk home or ride a bike, or just hang out with friends.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents will come home from work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So your parents didn't pick you up from school? Did you just?
Sometimes they pick me up, so
Mhm.
it depends. Yeah,
Mhm.
depends on the schedule. Or I can just walk home. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
So you lived close to your school?
We live close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then just probably eat a snack and then just hang out.
Wait for dinner.
Wait for dinner. Yeah. Not really a lot. Yeah.
Mm.
Or just call. And that time, cell phone just became available.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
Can call the friend. Yeah.
Yeah, kids now have like cell
Yeah.
phones so early. It's
Yeah.
kinda
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your favorite thing to do growing up? Like, did you play like a sport, or did you like
Yeah.
go fishing, or like?
Yeah, we play sports, basketball, but I didn't love it. I love playing baseball.
Oh.
And part of the reason is Taiwanese really love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a few countries that love baseball very much. I think
Mhm.
Japan love baseball, South Korea,
Oh.
Taiwan love baseball.
Oh.
But it's very hard to get into a baseball team because the space are very limited
Mhm.
and you need a large field. So playing baseball is like a luxury. Yeah.
Mm. So you played baseball?
Yeah, and finally at the last year of high school, I finally got into a team that has some sort of a structure of a team. It's
Yeah.
it's not full team.
Yeah,
You barely
but it's
make a
team.
team, but
You
it's
can
a team
play.
and has a coach who knows the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
So you worked really hard and you made it on
It's-
the team?
Yeah, it's like
Or you just practiced?
It's not I work hard. It's just like I know a friend
Oh.
who play in that, and I talked to the coach. He let me play. So
Very cool.
yeah, so it's a good experience. So it's like
What
very
about- It's very hard?
very hard to find opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about baseball do you love so much?
It is just when you hit the ball,
Yeah.
it is so satisfying.
Mhm.
Although we barely hit it, but when you hit it,
I
it is very
played
satisfying.
softball in in
Oh,
high
you
school.
did? You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not exactly like baseball, but similar.
Yeah. Isn't
So
that
I
very
know the
satisfying?
feeling you're
Yeah,
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
It
hit
didn't
it.
happen often for me though.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a sport where it's like basketball, you're always like running from one side to the other side to the
it's
other.
very tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like baseball, you can kind of just like
You just
relax
chill,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
hit a ball.
Yeah.
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 Let's see. Oh, do you still keep in touch with any of those friends that you had?
You know what? I'm a bad keeper in terms of contact. I don't know if that's a good philosophy or bad philosophy. I consider them bad. And the good thing is I kind of move on to whatever I'm doing now.
New people.
Yeah, I don't look back.
Mm-hmm.
But the bad thing is I don't keep a
don't
good
look
habit.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I
You're the same
understand.
way. Yeah.
I'm bad at
Okay.
keeping. What was one of your favorite memories growing up?
Oh, you know what? And my high school friend and I, we were just really good buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And we just study because we have a college entrance exam we have to take. But we also hang out a lot. We can go to like department stores, like shopping malls when we're not studying, like after school, then we just go.
You
hang
just
out.
go and look around?
Yeah, and we don't have to, and there's air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to buy things, right? You just window shopping and hang out.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then go home. That's good.
Yeah.
Good memories.
That's like your
Sounds
favorite.
silly, but good.
No,
Good
it's
memory.
if you're with the right person and you
Yeah.
have just a good conversation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's like the weather, or what was the weather like in Taiwan?
It's much hotter.
Much hotter?
Much hotter. It is similar-ish to the East Coast weather.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer, you need to have air conditioning.
Really?
In the winter, it is probably 60 degree or so.
Oh,
You
so
don't
it
need air
stays-
conditioning, you can just wear a jacket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it stays pretty warm.
Yeah, but summer can get to 90 to 100.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So what did you do when it was
Just
super hot?
just air conditioning.
You just laid in air conditioning?
Yeah, just stay indoors. So we'll
Mhm.
just go to shopping malls and stuff, get
Mhm.
free air conditioning.
Did you ever watch like movies or like?
Yeah, I love
Yeah?
watching movies. So, yeah, one of the activities from friends in middle school and high school is find the time to go watch a movie together in a weekend. So, and movie tickets not extremely cheap,
Yeah.
but similar like in here is what $10, right?
Yeah.
So it's affordable-ish,
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
And just a group go together. Yeah. Doesn't know what they're watching, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
well, you don't even
Yeah,
care
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
It's just about
yeah.
being with friends.
Yeah. Oh, I was in the guitar club.
Oh,
in high
really?
school. That's good.
Did you
That's
play the guitar?
I play the guitar, and
Do you still play the guitar?
I don't right now, but if I can pick up pretty quickly. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. And we learn seriously. So I had the club teacher. I also have private teachers that
Wow.
I learn once a week. Stuff like
That's cool.
I
So
learned
how
that for
long
two
did you?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And the last year I kind of prepared for college, so I didn't continue.
Yeah, it gets kind of.
I also feel I hit a wall. I'm not improving anymore. I feel
You
I
hit your max.
I hit my max, and then to break that max, my friend who break that max, they either become super talented. They become the musician.
Yeah.
Level.
It's their whole identity.
It's whole, yeah. And I just don't feel I'm not there.
Yeah.
I can copy what the teacher taught me,
Yeah.
but I cannot invent something.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
I don't know. People who
Yeah.
write music,
Yeah.
it's so.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of talent and
Right.
time.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you have like a favorite kind of song to play, or like a favorite song?
The Taiwanese musician you probably don't know too much about, and I don't. More like traditional folklore, but we also learn some American music.
Oh.
So the classic, like Hotel California,
Oh, yeah.
Eagles. Those
are hard to play.
Those are not easy. So
Yeah,
we learn
'cause
those
it's
for
a lot of, like,
techniques. Yeah.
yeah.
It's not
Wow.
easy. Yeah. So those are the part and some traditional Taiwanese artists.
Did any
Or
part of you
bands.
like look at your friends who like were musicians and kind of wish that you could do something more like that versus like studying all the time and
Well, it's just different talent, right?
yeah.
I think God give different people really different talent. Like, for example, very few of my friends end up to be a scientist, right? And I think being a scientist needs certain talent too. Honestly, I think.
Patience.
Yeah, patience and the be meticulous.
Very meticulous.
And analyze, math-oriented mind. And you need to process so much information, stuff like that.
And be patient too.
And be patient. And be patient, because a lot of research takes a long time. And some people are very good at sports, right? Just incredibly good. Some people are incredibly good at music. So I'm not envious or something. It's just obvious there's different talent.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And one of my high school friend who passed that level, he became a guitar teacher.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Became a guitar
Where does
teacher.
he teach? Does he teach in like a college or a
Local.
high school?
High school.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
He became a guitar teacher.
Wow.
Yeah. He played guitar every day. He doesn't study. He played like 10 hours a day. Yeah.
Wow. That is his studying.
Yeah, that's his studying. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he became a guitar teacher, because when I was in college, second or third year, people saying he's teaching high school guitar club already. And I know he's totally qualified. He's very good.
You watched him play.
Oh, he's very good. He's very, very good. Yeah.
Wow.
I watched him play. I went to his concert.
Wow.
Every
Every
time.
concert?
Yeah.
Did you guys play in concerts?
Yeah, it's like competition. So they'll invite a band from different high school to play. Yeah.
Did you have a band name?
No. I learned, but I wasn't involved. I don't like bands because my hearing is too loud. It hurts my eardrum. Yeah. Yeah. But I went to his concert. Yeah.
Just to support your friend.
Yeah. They'll prepare songs and there's judges.
So you weren't in the competition?
I wasn't in the competition. Yeah. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't my. And my college friend, he ended up studying and that's one example. One of my college friends ended up studying music in the U.S. He's studying more like music processing and stuff. And the other of my college friend becomes so talented in guitar, he improv all the time.
What do you mean improv? Like he makes...
Improvise, he make music.
He makes music?
He make music. Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't know, he's an engineer, so he probably doesn't...
Oh, wow.
He probably doesn't teach music at the end, but he's very, very, very talented. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you need to get over there.
Just like 15.
Okay,
15.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, one interesting question, because when I was writing these out, I was trying to think of answers. But do you remember like what your earliest memory was as like a kid?
Oh gosh. Okay,
It's a hard question.
In Taiwan, there's not a law saying parents has to stay home with their kid. People are busy, they can work, kid can stay home on their own. Yeah.
Wow.
So I stay home on my own and they just give me books to read.
Wow.
Kids
For
book.
how long? Just the whole day?
Probably half a day, something like that.
Wow.
Even the whole day.
Wow.
But that's on the rare side.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we have to.
But it's not unusual for your parents to be working and you're just home.
Yeah. It's not unusual. It's normal. A lot of my kid friends grew up like that. They just prepare lunch for you.
Wow.
And have a safe area.
So you were good at being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself.
Wow. And we know this is the important part of our life. They have to make a living, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to behave ourselves.
Yeah.
We are like partners, right?
Yeah.
Right. And we are told you should not touch fire. Don't use a stove. Everything's prepared. You can open the fridge, get a drink you want to drink. You'll be completely safe, right?
Wow.
If there's something, call 911, whatever. If there's a fire, leave the house. There's protocols, right? Yeah.
But you just knew that from a really young age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we really have to behave ourselves, right?
So you didn't like have a babysitter or anyone who would come. You just took care of your.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I think from the very, very young, there's babysitters. There's like a nursery. There's like
like daycare.
Daycare. Yeah. But after probably 4 or 5, we can handle ourselves.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, no, and because we talked, right, when we grew up, a lot of people were like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you'll be surprised, 4 or 5 year kid, they know what's going on.
Yeah. I work at church, and I know 4 or 5 year olds that I don't know if I would trust them on their own. But I think if it's your culture, like if your parents just tell you from the beginning, like, do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
So that's like your earliest memory is being home.
Yeah.
What did you do when you were at home?
We have there's a plastic mat, right? So we can we won't hurt ourselves. There's a video tape, not
Oh.
video tape, audio tapes. There's
Oh, so you
like
just
kids
listen to-
program. You can listen. There's
Did you like read books?
yeah,
or-
there's read book. You can listen. Whatever, just do
Yeah,
whatever
you
you want.
just
Just
hang
don't
out.
don't kill yourself. And then yeah.
Yeah, eat your snack
Yeah,
and
yeah. It's not terrible. Honestly, it's just a way of living. Yeah,
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 it's just different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's really cool.
yeah.
Oh, this is an interesting one.
Mhm.
But what can you think of one like particularly like worrisome or like troubled incident in your childhood? Like just like a simple one, and how did you like overcome it? Like
Okay.
learning to ride a bike or like
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay. If you want a really good report or honest report, I can tell you this. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'll deviate from your question a little bit. It is the worrisome of war. Actually,
Mm.
you know the conflict of Taiwan Strait, China, Taiwan.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good for
Because
your report. Yeah.
Republic of China, like China's trying to.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah,
If you
That's
wanna-
all. Probably
you
won't
can
be the
explain
main
it a little bit.
Yeah, probably won't be the main focus of your paper, but because there's after World War II, there's a civil war in
Mhm.
China, and Chiang Kai-shek, the Nationalist Party, retreated.
Mhm. Is that when your grandfather?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were defeated and
Mhm.
retreated. Yeah, to Taiwan.
So
That's when the two parts
when you were
separated.
a kid, that was what you were worried about.
Yeah, because in 1996 or 1997, when I was little, there's a crisis, like a missile crisis or something.
Wow.
So all the adults are saying, August this summer, we're going to go into war.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. And like, people believed it real, but at the end, gladly,
Gladly
so far
nothing
it's
happened.
nothing happens. So far it's peace, and hope peace can go on forever.
Yeah.
That's just the
But that's an
hope, right?
intimidating
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
little,
yeah.
because you think everything an adult says when you're little is like.
Yeah. And no, they
real.
believed it.
Yeah.
It's not a hoax. They
Yeah.
are not trying to scare
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
They
yeah.
themselves believed it. Yeah.
So was there like protocol at school or anything that you had to follow in case?
We have honestly, if war goes on, no one knows what's going to happen. There's no place to run, right? It's just a
Yeah.
little island. But there's like drills.
Mhm.
Like if there's airstrike, you go hide somewhere. But in terms of what really happens, no one really knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your parents come up with like any kind of plan for your? Did they talk about like moving or?
There's really no place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said
Yeah.
about moving, and my mom was like, "Where to go? Tell me."
Yeah.
No place. No.
Did you ever have a family pet when you were younger?
Yes. I had a chicken, but it's too loud, so we end up giving it to a farm.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's but it's a good experience, and we had a turtles.
Oh.
Yeah. But then I didn't think I raised it well, so it died.
Oh,
It's
no.
unfortunate. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, just like lack of skills.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, you were. How old were you when you had
that's little. Maybe 7, 8, 9, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken was when I was very little, maybe 5 or 6.
that? Did any of them have names?
No.
No.
No. Oh, I had a fish. Yeah.
Oh,
That lasted for a long time. Yeah.
what kind of fish?
It's a Siamese fighting fish. Let me see if I can find the name for that. Just a second.
Fish.
Oh, beta. Yeah, you call them beta. Yeah, yes.
Did it have a name?
No.
No.
No. Yeah. It's called a beta. Yes. Yeah, beta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have one like that.
Oh, really?
Uh huh.
It-
But it also died. I think it lived for like.
a few
couple years,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it kills everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put a snail in the
Yeah.
tank and it.
Yeah. It kills everything.
Mhm,
Shrimps.
attacked
Yeah.
Did you ever have like family get-togethers with like your grandparents and
Yes. It's the Chinese New Year,
Mm.
the Lunar New Year.
was that like a family holiday you all celebrated?
Yes. It's like the Christmas here. Yeah.
Was that your favorite holiday as a kid?
I would say so. Yes. Mid Autumn Festival is also fun. We can watch the moon, eat moon cakes.
No way.
But the big family gather together, there's like a little burden, not bad burden, but a
Yeah.
little bit is fine. Too much is like, yeah, there's some, burden,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like a burden in what kind of way?
relations, yeah.
Did you have anybody like in your family that was close to your age, like cousins?
Yes,
or-
yes. Yeah, we are close. Yeah.
Do you have a lot of cousins?
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6. Yeah.
Did you guys have any fun things that you liked to do together when you were?
Yeah,
Together?
like we play cards, we play baseball.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's fun.
we play baseball on the roof.
On the roof?
On the roof. Yeah, it's covered roof, and we use like net to cover the opening so we can.
Wow.
It's a little insane. It's not a very good place to play baseball. we play the soft one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and technically we shouldn't call it Chinese New Year, because other culture like Korean and Vietnamese also have Lunar New Year tradition. So if the name called Chinese New Year, it will kind of monopolize everything. So it should be Lunar New Year. Yeah,
Oh, that's
just
good.
let you know.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I would never have known.
Yeah.
What did you do in the summers?
Oh, it's a summer break, so I, just don't need to go to school. And there's a bookstore next to my house, just like a few minutes walk. So I really love walking to the bookstore, and they just let you read.
Wow.
They even have chairs there. They want you to hang out there and read. So I'll read novels, all the books I want. There.
Did you have
Yeah.
like a favorite genre of book to read?
Yeah, I like sci-fi, scientific fiction.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. All the sci-fi I really like a lot.
Did you have a favorite book or book
Yeah.
series? That was
Yes,
sci-fi?
but it's in, I don't know if there's an English translation, so let me see. What's the second? There's an author. I don't know if over 300 Chinese language
Wow.
science fictions.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you can write down the name. Maybe you can look it up later. I love his fiction. And just integrate everything, science, religion.
Oh, that leads to
everything,
another. Did your family have a certain religion when you were younger?
No, they don't. Yes, my mom's parents, they are Buddhist. And not really, we don't really adhere to any specific religion. And in Taiwan, there's a lot of folks tradition that we don't really follow. They're like taboo and stuff.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
we don't really follow that. Yeah.
Like what kind of?
Like
Like what's like the
based
most
on the
popular?
lunar calendar, on certain day you cannot do certain things.
Oh, interesting.
For example, like the first or something, first and the 15th day of the lunar month, you have to eat vegetable.
Oh.
Like be vegetarian for
a
that
whole
2
day.
days.
Oh,
Yeah,
2
for the whole
days.
day. Yeah,
Wow.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And
like
you guys didn't. Follow
yeah, we
that?
didn't really follow. And there's certain taboos like when we are, there's a 12 zodiac. So 12 year is a circle. So when we're 12, it is our first circle. And then it's meant to be, I don't know, harmful, means unfortunate, misfortune. Just like you have
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
to a temple or something, otherwise you'll be
Wow.
misfortunate in that year. Something like that. It's like a little superstitious
Yeah.
myths, yeah. So
But you
we
didn't-
didn't really
no.
do that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Just let you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of my friends did that, yeah.
They grew up doing that,
Yeah.
but you guys were just not.
Yeah, my family didn't. Yeah. These are all the list of fictions, but there's no English translation, but there's a ton that he
Wow.
wrote.
I don't even know how you write that many
He
books
wrote
in
a
one
lot.
one lifetime.
Yeah. I think he passed away. Yes, he passed away last year. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he wrote a ton. which
So
is-
you just grew up reading a lot of his books.
Yes, yes. Plus others like Harry Potter. I
Oh, yeah.
read those as well. But like I like Harry Potter, but like my favorite sci-fi is yeah.
Wow. This is an interesting one. What were you like as a child?
What do I like?
What were you like?
What word I like?
Like, what was your personality?
That's a good question. I feel.
So basically, it's done. But let's go. Sorry, let's go back.
Yeah, that's a good question.
And go
Outgoing? Not sure.
Not
Not sure. I just hang out in a group of people.
Yeah.
There's like friends in school. I study, but probably not the nerd type. Probably not.
Studying is not your favorite hobby. Like.
No, it's just for exams, right?
Yeah.
If I pass it, then it's fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I honestly don't know how to answer. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's a.
Like,
I
it's,
thought that
it's
was
a
an
very
interesting
hard
one.
question. Yeah.
Do you know how you got your name?
Oh yeah. My name means. My mom gave it to me. It means like a boat or a sailor. It sails smoothly and comfortably.
Wow,
That's what I meant. Yeah.
that's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Do you know why she gave you that?
Elegantly. Yeah.
Do you know why she gave you that name?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
she just likes it. Yeah.
The meaning.
Yeah.
Can you think of your happiest moment as a child? Or like a moment when you got something you really wanted or did something you were really excited about or
Oh, I had a telescope.
really?
Yeah, I bought it myself using my allowance.
Oh yeah, that kind of so did you ever how did you get allowance? Did you have to do chores?
No, they gave me allowance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't encourage me to spend on trivial things like meaningless things.
Yeah.
But I got a telescope from my own. And it's like internet shopping, but there wasn't internet back then. So it's like in the back of the magazine, there's little ads,
Oh yeah.
and you pay them. You make an order by mail, and you pay them. They mail stuff here. So I got the telescope that way.
Wow.
And I assemble. Look
Did it
at
take a long time to save for it?
No, yeah, maybe a few months worth. Yeah. It wasn't. It's very inexpensive. So I think the Taiwanese dollar will be 1,000. So it's only $30 equivalent US, maybe $40 equivalent US. So it's not expensive. So we think it is very expensive, maybe 10 times more than that. But the actual price is much lower. So when we were going to order it, my parents thought it's a scam. Because
It was
it's
so inexpensive.
Yes. But in fact, it is functional and it's fine. It's not the top-notch telescope, but
But as a kid.
as a kid, it's a really good one. Yeah. It's like this, that big,
Wow.
and then there's a tripod, and I think I look at the moon, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
But for stars, it's just like one bright dot. Yeah. All the stars look the same. Yeah. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did your family sit together and eat dinner like
Yes,
at
yes,
a table
yes.
every
Yeah.
night?
Yes.
That was-
Unless we have something going on.
Was that like a priority in your family?
Not a priority, like a routine. If
Mm.
we don't do something special, then of course we need to eat. Yeah.
What kinds of things did you talk about at the dinner table? Or did you talk at all?
Not a lot. Yeah, if you want to be real for the interview, I can tell you the real thing. My parents fought a lot. So sometimes at the dinner table they just fought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard when you eat dinner together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bad part, but that's a real part. Yeah.
Can you think of any sounds or smells that remind you of your childhood? Like, do you remember waking up and smelling breakfast, or like if you lived by a busy street? Or
Like this, not today's, but most of the Santa Barbara, probably like not the driest day of Santa Barbara, but not the today's moist, right? Probably like in between. It feels really like my hometown, like sunny, and my hometown's old industry is producing salt because it's near the ocean, and they just grab seawater and let them expose to the sun, dry out to make salt. So it is dry, but not super dry. Dry and heat. You know, the ocean, the dryness and the hotness, the heat. It feels fantastic. Southern beach. I don't know how to describe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so very similar to Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Mhm. But on like the dry days.
On the dry days,
Mhm.
yes. In winter, yeah.
Did you have a favorite toy growing up?
Toy?
But I guess the telescope may.
Yeah, but that's not a toy. Yeah, it's a project. Yeah. Yeah, maybe dinosaurs. I really like dinosaurs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you like collect all kinds of?
Not all kinds, yeah, but yeah, probably dinosaurs. Yeah, but it's not stuffed animal. It's like the
Hard plastic.
the hard
kind of?
plastic. Yeah,
Mhm.
and they're quite big, something like that.
Oh wow!
I like them just to put on the table. Something.
You
like
didn't play with them.
that. No.
You
no.
just look at them.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So the previous question, probably the ocean, the heat from the ocean and the sun. That's a
Mhm.
morning smell. Yeah.
That's what reminds you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there any like foods that remind you of home?
Yeah, oysters, fresh oysters from the ocean.
Mhm.
Like I told you last time.
The
like
oyster pancakes.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, they capture it right there.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
So that was your favorite thing.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What words could you use to describe your childhood in Taiwan?
What words? It is chill. Chill is not. It is lay back.
Mhm.
Lay back. Yeah. I mean, school is not super laid back, but the lifestyle is. I think my hometown feels really Santa Barbara. It's not a big city. Yeah, when I moved to Taipei, there's no longer that feeling. I think my hometown, yeah, I would say laid back. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Did you ever do? Oh, I already asked you that.
Yeah. Have you been to Outer Bank, like in the East Coast, North Carolina?
No, but
Outer
my
Bank.
friend is actually. She lives right there.
Really?
From there.
Oh, and how did you know her?
She's my roommate.
Oh, she moved from there.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. It's just like Santa Barbara, Outer Bank,
Yeah.
that type
It's
of
like-
feeling.
Oh yeah. Very laid back.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's different than a big city. It's not LA or something like that.
Did you ever? Cause you were by the coast. Did you ever like go on a boat, or did you?
Yeah,
your friends
the
have?
boat is on a lake,
Mhm.
but the ocean there's no boat. Yeah, for some reason there's no boat. Oh, and because the ocean is not as stable as here, so it is.
There's more waves.
Yeah, a lot of weight. It's not recommended if we just.
There's
sail.
not even like sailboats or anything.
I don't know. I never saw them. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
There's fishing boat, but we
Yeah.
don't fish. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You have to go to if you want to go to the ocean. You need a real boat, like a boat with motor and GPS stuff like that. Yeah.
Like a for real boat.
For a real boat.
that can
yeah.
take the waves.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Did you ever go on fun family vacations? Or
Yeah, I did. Fun family vacation. Yeah, I think the Lunar New Year should be a family vacation. Should be considered a family vacation. Yeah.
did you guys travel to your grandparents?
Yeah, my grandparents. Pingtung, the very south of Taiwan. I can show you.
Yeah.
On the map.
Be helpful.
Yeah. It's a really nice area. There's a movie about Pingtung, and then really reminds me. Like here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and here, the very bottom,
Mhm.
canteen. This is a very famous tourist site, and we're probably around here.
So there's a lot of fun things to do.
Yeah, it's just the weather. It become hotter.
Mm.
It's more intense, and you can breathe the salt in the
Mm.
wind.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Is
very
it so,
intense.
So dry, and
Dry and hot.
wow.
It's very good for for tourism. Like
Like what kinds of things did they do?
you can just the beaches, and you can not surf, snorkeling,
Oh yeah.
and then eat seafood, hang out, enjoy the sun. It
Mhm.
is extremely bright.
Mhm.
Yeah, people get burned
Oh,
within
gosh.
a few hours. So without sunscreen and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So it's a really famous tourist spot. Yeah.
Wow. So that's a good place to
Yeah,
live.
and
with your
then
grandparents.
not laid back, extremely very less populated. And I served in the military for a year, so I also
Really?
I served in that same spot.
Wow.
Very close. We can actually drove there for like 20 minutes. The same spot. So reminding my childhood.
Uh-huh.
Like it's nothing. It's just like not middle of nowhere in a bad way. Middle of nowhere in a good way. Like very spacious.
Mhm.
No, not a lot of tall buildings.
Not everybody's not like on top of each
On top of each other.
Mhm.
But they're still residents, so you can get food and stuff like that.
Wow.
And then when there's nobody, just grass. And it's very hot, so it's wild. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
But there's like you could just relax and it's
Yeah.
a little more laid back.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Did anything crazy ever happen while you guys were like on vacation or celebrating
vacation.
Lunar New Year?
No. Yeah, if they fought, I will probably be a little sad. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's a repeating thing. So, yeah,
Mhm.
if you want a story, I tell you that's a real story. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to share whatever.
Yeah. I
Uh,
feel we have to be real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to know like it's you anyway, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I covered most of all my questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like look at all these pictures. You can even search Pintong, and then you look at some of the pictures.
Mhm.
Yeah, like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like
very
this.
pretty.
Yeah, pretty, rural, but not middle of nowhere. Rural.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And the weather is really good. The weather is like this. Yeah, like cloudy.
Mm.
No, like sunny with some cloud. Extremely hot.
Wow.
And a lot
All
of
the trees.
grasses. Yeah, this is good representation. And hot, but not dead heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like 96, 94, 96. So
Oh my gosh.
we barely can handle it.
But it's not humid. Where humid like takes all the moisture out of you
Yes,
and just
it's-
makes you feel.
It's not
Muggy.
terribly humid. Yeah, it's humid though.
Is that where all the family came to meet?
No, my dad come from Taipei.
But is like when you guys celebrated.
Oh
Lunar,
yeah.
All the cousins went
Yes.
to your grandparents.
Yes.
Very cool.
We had a tradition. It's like the second day of the Lunar New Year, we went to the mom's home.
Oh.
Yeah, like mom's parents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So which grandparents lived in?
My
Pingtung.
dad's parents live in Taipei. My
Okay.
mom's parents live in Pingtung.
Pingtung. Okay. Wow.
So in Lunar
So you
New-
guys went there the second day.
second day, and we'll see all my mom's sisters.
How many sisters did she have?
She had two other sisters, so we see all the cousins from the sister side.
Did your dad have any siblings?
Yes, brothers.
Did they ever bring their kids? Did they have kids?
Yeah, they had kids.
So everybody met up.
Yeah, but that's dad's gathering. That's in Taipei.
Oh yeah. So you went to mom's the second day. Did you go to dad's the first?
Depends.
Just-
Tradition is we need to go to dad's on the first day. But because Taipei is far away,
Mhm.
and during the New Year, there's typically very bad traffic, so
Mhm.
people don't expect people to go. Yeah, because of that. Yeah,
Mm.
I think that's the reason. Because otherwise, Taipei is on the very north. We need to go to the very north,
Wow.
and the south.
Then
corner,
drive all the way to the
second
south?
It's insane. Yeah.
Wow.
So we end up not doing that. Yeah.
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 No, not sit through
Yeah,
traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just find other time to go to Taipei. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't like Taipei. Taipei is humid and cold.
Really?
So it's the opposite. Like
Wow.
all the good thing I just told you
Yeah.
about Tainan and Pingtung, like this is the complete opposite. It's humid and cold. And in summer it's humid and unbearably hot.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's not like this. I mean, that's hot, but that's a good hot.
It's nice.
It's good heat. It's nice.
bearable.
It's bearable.
Yeah.
It's nice heat. Yeah.
So were you closer to your mom's side of the family then?
I think a little more closer. Yes. Yeah.
Just because where they lived was a little bit.
Closer. Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah. Yes.
Very cool.
Mm.
Is there anything you want to add?
No,
No?
that's good so